Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dark Side review. And this time, Big Girls number 3 from Image Comics and by Jason Howard. As most of you know, I like Big Girls. I think it's a fantastic comic. It has its faults, but overall, it's a very, in my opinion, good comic. This is fast paced. This is a lot of action. This is a nice story. Um, Lots of intrigue and secrets. I like that. I like the concept, and this book is just as good as all the others. So that's the end of the video. No, I'm kidding. Let's dive into right. I love the cover, by the way. I don't know what it is. I love the concept of the jacks and the color scheme here, green with blacks and blues, and here on the farm. And basically, the story starts on the farm with these people. So it's 12 years ago, and we see a farmer and his two sons eating, but they have money problems and food problems. And the sons say, "Hey, listen, I've got hungry." And the dad says, "Hey, I'm gonna sell the cows. The livestock prices are going up, and next week we have enough money." But then he hears a sound, so he goes to the barn, and then he sees it's Amber. She's young, and she's eating with a small jack. And what she's eating, she's eating the livestock. So yeah, there goes your plans for selling the stock for food. And Dad gets angry, wants to shoot at the jack, and he said to Amber, he needs to go, otherwise this goes wrong. So she sends the jack away, and then later the dad calls the preserve, and the preserves are picking up the girl. So basically, he sells his own daughter for money, which is a scummy thing to do. But on the other hand, I get what he is doing. I mean, if you are hungry and you have a child that has become a giant, and the appetite is ferocious, and she attracts basically danger, Jax in this case. Yeah, it's. I don't know what I should do if I had a daughter like that. It's a very hard question. I don't know. But hey, if you are hungry, you don't have money, you have to do something. So he sells his daughter, and he says to one of those people from the preserve, "Well, she's my own daughter, but I think it came from her mother. What made her this way?" And then he's getting lectured. "That's not how it works. It's passed on by the father. I suggest you stop having babies. The next one like her could be a boy." Then this look on his face. "Well, I don't see the mother, so I presume don't have a wife anymore. So okay, he can make babies yet." So, and then we go further in the story to the present day, and we see Amber all grown up, being trained by the preserve. And I'm just going to skip a few pages here. And let's see, can I see this? Sure, why not? So we see her attacking a jack because the jacks are invading the city, and they think that's a suggestion. What people think is that, I'm going to show here, is that the jacks feed on, they are drawn to humans. They think if they eat them, they become human again. That's what it says here on this page, which is totally bollocks, in Amber's opinion. So she's battling her, and then he disappears. She goes onto the corner, and then, surprise, the jack talks. He says, please, you help." Wow, that's a revelation, because we all think that jacks are stupid, and they all have ferocious hunger and mindless monsters, but apparently are not. So I'm not sure if this one is exactly like this. Well, he's blue, has blue thingies on his body. Could be. Well, I'm not entirely sure. Or this is just a coincidence. So there's more than we thought to the jacks. We skip to the quote unquote villains of the story, to Gulliver, and they have discovered a behemoth initiator. What it does is, I believe they have the tools to make or transform the jacks. I'm not sure how it works. It doesn't really get explained, but they need to repair it to do their thing. What the thing is, I believe we see it in the next issue, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. But it's an important device for the plot. But then suddenly the preserve found out the place where they are hiding, so they are invading the compound and killing everyone in sight, including all the jacks that are living there and residing there. So they want to kill everyone. And we see here a fantastic, beautiful shot of the soldiers getting in, burning everything they see, including the jack here that wants to, defend himself and want to kill the soldiers. And Gulliver and this guy, I forgot his name, escaped barely just in time, because he said, "Hey, I found another one. You are about to get burned." I love the judge, jury, and executioner style of the preserve. So it's a little bit blurry about who the bad guys are, but on the other hand, I think Gulliver is the bad guy because he wants to make the jacks and turn them into a weapon against the preserve. On the other hand, the preserve is not also very nice people. And Tannic, who is the chief, the big guy there, is not a nice guy either, but he does certain things just to protect the preserve. He's a typical soldier, and he does it from a mind of protection, people getting, being safe in the preserve. So I'm a little bit confused there, but yeah, it's hard to say, hey, who's the bad guy and who's the good guy. The only good guy I see is Amber, who has a conscience. And skip a few pages here. So then something interesting happens. Amber is letting the jack go. And the person who, what am I forgetting her name? Apex. Skip. Apex says, "Hey, what are you doing? We need to kill the jacks. This is the wrong way." And Amber wants to stop her from shooting the jack, and then she gets punched in the face. So there's going to be a big fight in the next issue, what I really, really like. What I don't like is the rendition of, of Apex. I mean, this is okay, maybe I'm going in the wrong direction here, but this is a typical angry, very angry black woman with a certain body type and a short haircut. I mean, is this what black woman really wants to? I mean, they want to have their, some kind of representation in books, which is okay, which is cool. But do they really think, hey, looking at this character and say, hey, looks like me, I'm happy with the rendition of black women in comics? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But yeah, to me, this is a stereotypical angry black woman. And I wish it wasn't be that, but there needs to be a fight. So because the tension was really high at the previous issue. So I knew something was going on into the coming issues with Apex and Amber. So can I spoil the ending? No. Well, let's say that they're having a big fight. Overall, of course, like every other issue, I recommend it, but at the same time, I don't. Why? It's again, just like Big Girls number 2, 20 pages of art for $3.99. I definitely cannot recommend this. Although I love this book. I really wanted to love this book because the first book is 28 pages and this is 20. And then we have, of course, the comic section again, which is nice. And I really wonder if they are handpicked because there's a lot of, hey Howard, or Jason, you are very great, you are fantastic, this is good, this is good, this is good. I wonder if people also, write criticisms about the book, just like, what I have, and that they are getting in the book. I don't think so. And there's some questions here, like this. Where is the preserve located? Is it some kind of conglomerate of American cities, etc.? And I mean, I like those stuff. I mean, we get some little bit of hints what's happening in the universe and how it all looks like. I'm intrigued by that. And of course, just like the previous one, we have the cover section, how people thought it would be, and then it end like this. You know, some pencils and some sketches, and then the actually cover. I like that. I really do. So it's so hard sometimes to recommend a great book, and I'm on the fence with that because the story, the art, the action, the everything I mentioned before, it's great. It has the, how do you say, the I cannot, words. Why am I searching for words? It has all the potential for a great comic, and it is a great comic. But 20 pages for $3.99, I cannot recommend. So I would say pick it up if you get it cheaper for maybe $2 or free. Free is probably worth it, or a trade paperback, because I'm 100% sure there's going to be a trade paperback with all the covers. Yeah, that's it. Oh man, it's such a shame, and it's just a great comic. But yeah, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. My comic, Blackheart Manor on Indiegogo, it's 120% funded. So we're still going with the funding. People still buy or pledge to our comic that they get in 2021. So I hope you will be there too, and you know, look at my page or our page, what I say, with G.L. Giles, who is the fantastic artist, and Gilbert Deltres, who is a fantastic writer. So check it out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Share my video. Like the video. If you have comments, just you know, go it out there, and I'm going to answer it anyway. Yeah, that's it. Have a nice day, people. See you next time.